welcome to your inspection. I'm going to be taking notes. We're going to be finding out what exactly is going on with you. So, in the meantime, just going to ask you a few questions, so if that's okay. All right. How are you doing today? Yeah? Yeah. Okay, you say you're doing fine. Okay, good. Okay, no, don't worry about what I'm writing. Don't worry about it. Let's see, it's good. I'm gonna go put some of this in pencil. Alright, so do you have any memories from before the incident? You know the one I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. Memories about, like, perhaps you've, do you remember your name? We'll start with that. Okay, name. Okay. Okay, how do you spell that? Okay. Okay. Okay, alright. No, yeah, you're doing good. You're doing great. Okay, now I'm just gonna cover one eye. And I'm gonna count backwards from 10. Tell me if you hear or see any changes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7. Look at me. Ready? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do you hear anything? Do you see anything? Okay, now I'm going to cover the other eye. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, good, good. Okay, so this is the focus test. Let me just write down. Focus test. Your right eye. It does pretty good. And your left eye. Your left eye over here. I saw a couple of issues, but nothing serious. Alright, good. Yeah, no, nothing serious. Just, taking notes for us, alright? Let's do some more. We're gonna do some inspection on... I'll say a word, and you tell me what you associate with that word. Just kinda first thing that pops into your mind. And no, I'm not gonna write down what your response is. I'm just gonna be taking note of just certain physical reactions, okay? So we'll start with the word apple. The word apple. What do you feel? What do you think of when I say apple? Okay. Okay. Follow my pen with just your eyes. Yeah, you've seen this before. Just go. Apple. Huh. Okay. Okay, just gonna write that down. Okay. And now I'm going to cover both eyes and we're going to say another word. This one is going to be colloquially. Ready? Colloquially. Follow my pen. Okay. Okay, nothing bad. Just easy. Let me just. Okay. Have you always had a twitch on one side or the other? Have you ever noticed something like that? You don't ever notice? Okay, good. Okay. 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 Alright. That's gonna be that one. Alright. Do that. Okay. Next, I'm gonna be doing some things that like, sort of like a thought-provoking. There's no right or wrong answer, and so let's see. Here we go. Okay, now let's see. If I were to ask you, what color do you think of when I say, what did you have for breakfast? What color do you think of when I say, what did you have? Okay, for breakfast, okay. 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 Any other feelings, thoughts? Okay. Okay. No, that's fine. That's normal. Yeah. You think of a couple different things. That's easy to. What did you have for breakfast this morning? Okay. I see. Very quick to respond. But it seems like you stopped. No, you know what you were saying. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, Hold still, let me just... Maybe, right? Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna write this down. Okay, alright, good. Let's do this. Gonna get a different pen. This one I'm gonna write kind of some extra notes on. Alright. Okay. Suppose you have, I'm going to give you some scenarios. You tell me what you would do in the scenario, just based off of your feelings and that kind of thing. If you had a proposal of two like bouncy balls, right? Two bouncy balls in the room, kind of like the ones you get from the grocery store. They're in those big stacks of like the play, like the you know what I'm talking about. You know the ones. All right. Big like rubber bouncy balls, right? Okay, one of them is green and the other one is filled with water. What size are they? First thing that comes to your mind. Okay. Really? Okay. Really? Okay. Okay. And filled with water? Nothing there? Okay, no, it's fine. I'm just making some notes. Alright? Okay. Alright. If you, new scenario. You're at the park. You see the ducks in the water. And the ducks are just sort of floating along. And you see a little girl on the side, like a little child, throwing little pieces of bread into the water for the ducks to sort of gobble them down. Everyone's looking there, but you look off in the distance and you notice some splashing, throwing like maybe arms up, maybe you're not sure if it's an animal or a human, you just hear or see splashing, okay? What could those splashes be? Anything. First thing that comes to your mind, give me a couple answers. Okay. Okay, good. What's another one? I mean, sure. It's kind of like a wacky answer, but it's like not always beyond the imagination, right? Because a lot of this is about the imagination. Okay, what else? What about the duck? What about the little girl? No? Okay. Okay. Any other details that come into your memory when I mention that scenario? No memories? You don't have a memory of any of those? Okay, got it. So what do you got plans for the weekend? You doing good? Yeah? You gonna hang out with your friends? Or online? Sure, why not? Okay. Alright. Good, good. Alright. Alright. What is your favorite color? Oh, good. How do you feel about green? Mentioned earlier in the grass, yeah? Right? That's okay. That's alright. It's okay. Alright. So what's gonna happen in a little bit? No, you're okay. You're fine. Some other folks are gonna come in here and ask you some questions. They might ask you to change into one of those, like, hospital gowns or whatever. I'm not sure. I don't do those tests with them, but, I'm gonna help prepare you for that. Yes, no, everything is gonna be fine. Professionals. You'll be handled with professionals. Yeah, they're just gonna ask you questions and may, yeah, just sort of hang out and do stuff and, yeah. Alright. Okay. Just gonna check. Just gonna do some checking in here. No, you're good. It's okay. 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 Alright. So we're going to prepare you for those tests. Let's see. I think I'm going to use this pen. I really like it. It's a Lamy pen. Really neat. Alrighty, let's, do you wear corrective lenses, like glasses or contacts? Okay. Okay. Glasses or corrective lenses. Okay. Okay. Do you have any, and you don't have to answer this, do you have any family members that have had any sort of paranormal experiences in the past, specifically things that have to do with the river, or things that happen down by the river? Right? Okay. I'm just going to take some notes. Tell me a story of if you were in a scenario where you had your powers. Suppose you had powers. I'm not saying you do. I'm not saying, no, I'm not. Suppose you had powers, some paranormal powers. What would the powers be? And what's an example, like in a story, where your powers could be used to save someone? Okay? Okay, begin anytime. I'm just going to be writing a bunch of notes. Okay. Alright. Okay. There. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean. What else? What else? Okay. Yeah, I know. Well, of course, I would do the same thing. No, there's no right or wrong answer. Okay. Okay, now suppose you're in a situation where you had some sort of superpower, same superpower, or attribute. How would somebody in your possession or someone else's, how would they or could they use that force for bad? Take your time. I'm just making notes. Yeah. Okay. Alright. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 That's it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm just making a checklist of a couple of things that that we need to do before we conclude here. Oh wait, almost forgot. Hang on, I'm just gonna make another important note. Okay. Hang on, this is important. Okay. Good, good. Yes, yes. Yeah, one more more task. One more. Yeah. Yeah, I know the feeling. Okay, good. Alright. I think we're doing pretty good. Let's see. Let me use this gel pen for our final results. Okay. I gotta ask some sort of like basic questions. Do you feel like harming yourself or others? Standard, yeah. Okay, good. Do you just, if I were to, do you want to harm me? Have you ever wanted to harm me? Think about the times I've asked you some of those questions and writing these things out. Do you want to harm me? Just anecdotally. Sure, no problem, yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Alright, no problem. How was your stress level on a day-to-day basis? 0 being the least amount of stress that you've ever had, no stress whatsoever. 10 being the most stress you've ever had in your life. What's your day-to-day average over the past, think about the past months. What does that mean? Okay, keep going, yeah. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I know why. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just making a few more notes. Alright. Okay. There we go. Alright. Okay. Let's take a look. Alright. Now, how would you rate this interview? This interview that you and I are having right now. What do you think about this interview? Have you found it easy? How about your level of understanding on a scale of 1 to 10, or 0 to 10? Okay. How easy was this for you to understand? Okay. Good. That means I did a good job. Okay. How comfortable did you feel during this test? And I understand, okay. Okay. On a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being the least amount of comfort, like discomfort, complete discomfort, 10 being the most comfortable you've ever been in your life. How would you rate this interview? No, that's fair. That's fine. No, yeah, these have been kind of uncomfortable questions, so, no, I don't take that personally. Okay. Alright. Okay, we got a few minutes to come in here. Alright. We're gonna get you ready for the next test. It should be comfortable, get you something to eat. Hey, and do me a favor. After all this is over, no matter what happens, for what it's worth, do what makes you happy while you have the chance to do it. Do something that you love. Do something to help make other people happy. You know. Anyway, it's been a pleasure interviewing you. Really appreciate it. And hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and week. Just gonna give one last